Hey everybody, and welcome back to Kerbal Space Program RP-0. We are starting out here at Kawaii Potato Station, where we are getting our crew ready to depart, all 7 of them, which is a full loadout for the SKS shuttle, and me conveniently forgetting how connected living space works, not be without its failures. Alright, and grab. Oh, come on! Oh, no! Oh. Oh, well, this just got expensive. Good job. Just pulled a Boris. And slid right off the railing and knocked a solar panel off the Nemo. Well, I guess we're going to have to bring a little cargo with us our next flight up and replace that solar panel. I'm not sure if the craft can operate safely with just one on its way out to the moon. I guess we were going to take Dory next trip anyway, so we've got some time just to make sure everything works out well. Huh. That solar panel looks broken also. How did that happen? We didn't bang that against anything. Alright, well, let's get you on board gently if we can. We can avoid any more flying off the ladder-like scenarios. That'd be great. Yeah, easy now. Board. There's grab. How about bring the board icon back? Oh, it's full in there, huh? Alright, let's quit messing around. Change the camera to free and get around to the rear access. I guess boarding anywhere would have worked. We should have just gone back into the station and used connected living space, which I forgot existed. Again. Oh, old habits. Alright. Grab. Board. Excellent. Alright. So I think that's everyone. Should probably just do a quick check. Empty. 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 Alright. So, yeah, other than that, those other 2 containers don't display, but we will move around a little bit of supplies, just mostly electric charge, because I forgot to turn on the radiators for the shuttle this flight up, and so the liquid hydrogen that powers the fuel cells boiled off very conveniently. And it does look like both solar panels here on the Dory are broken, and I have no idea how, because I don't remember really banging it against anything at all. So I guess we're going to have to bring up 3 solar panels next run and fix things. So SKS has undocked and pulled away. We'll deploy our solar panels to help mitigate some of our drain of electric charge. But we're really in a pretty good spot to go ahead and make our deorbit burn. Our path takes us right over, or at least close enough over, Cape Canaveral. We're just going to adjust our path, make our periapsis sit right above it, because that's how I got it on the runway. The only 2 times I've managed to do that. So we're going to hope for a third. And so we'll get ourselves spun around and lined up to make this burn. Now we are coming in extraordinarily light on fuel. I think this is the lowest amount of fuel we've ever had for a deorbit, but you know, hopefully it'll work. Anyway, here's old me. Alright, ullage. Good light on all 4. And it's just a very quick correction. We're going to try to stay about 10 degrees above the node, because that should be where our engines are angled actually. And I'm probably just going to manually shut down when periapsis reaches about 50 kilometers or so. 50-55 is the nominal entry altitude for this craft. And shut down. A little early. I think we can probably touch this up on thrusters alone. The node did wiggle away from us a bit. That's interesting. So just bring this down a little bit more. 59 kilometers currently. I would like it just a little bit lower before we start to stow everything away and make our last quarter lap before we hit Atmo. And and hopefully bring all 7 of these crew members home safe. This is quite risky considering the last couple of flights of this have not gone exactly according to plan. But map view looks solid, so let's go ahead and warp around and get ourselves home, shall we? And we'll jump into some sped up footage. So we're going to transfer the fuel from those top 2 insulated tanks, engine mounts, into the primary. And this is really just for weight balance and my convenience so that I can move fuel fore and aft as needed to balance the craft out during reentry. We'll get ourselves spun around and at least facing somewhat prograde while we set up our atmospheric autopilot to hopefully give us a nice buttery smooth entry and a solid approach to Cape Canaveral. We'll start off with a relatively high pitch. We probably won't need very much, but we are really light, all things considered, so we will probably end up angling down a little bit just to keep ourselves from slowing down entirely too much. We are now atmospheric, and we've made a little bit of an adjustment to try to angle ourselves a little northward so that we can redirect our path over Cape Canaveral as we make an approach. And now that we're in a little bit denser atmosphere, we're going to bring that nose down. I would like it about 40 degrees. We'll bring that down to about 30 later, and atmospheric autopilot has been engaged and should hopefully help us hold a decent pitch and angle without too much interaction from me, is the goal here. But somewhere right around 25-30 degrees is right in our safety zone. This is how we've done pretty much any other approach ever, and a couple of quick checks of the map view, and then the one time I wasn't paying much attention. Alright, well, so far so good. Path doesn't seem to have deviated a whole lot. Maybe. Yeah, not a whole lot of air. Whoa. Hold on, what the? Oh, come on! Alright, come out of time warp. No, no, no. Oh, what are you doing? Oh, good. Good job, atmospheric autopilot. Oh, come on. No, no, no. No flat spins. If we don't get out of this quick, we are never going to make it to Florida. Alright, come on. Easy now. Just face into the prograde and stay there, and then get the belly down before we start burning things off. Oh, that did not get better. Come on. Oh, easy. And snapped it right back around. Come on, no dead flat spins. Save the engines, they're the expensive-y bits. Oh, something. What the hell happened? Alright, anybody who knows atmospheric autopilot, please instruct me as to what I'm doing horribly wrong, or did I just leave my angle far too off for it to compensate? Or did somebody do math in imperial units when it should have been in metric? Oh, come on. Just get the nose down. I'll say I think we've pumped as much fuel forward as we can for right now. I don't know if I can click on something fast enough to be able to move the rest of it up. Ooh, okay, almost lost one there. Come on. Alright. Turn off atmospheric autopilot. And hey, look at that. Stability. That's real interesting. Alright, no. Come on. Nose into the wind, that's good. Get the belly down. Oh, yeah, we're never gonna make it to Florida. Alright, roll it out. Come on. No, no. Oh. Alright. Nope, too much, too much. Alright, well, we've scorched apart one of our RS-25s. That's expensive as hell. But looks like we've got control back. I don't want to count my chickens before they've hatched. Easy now. There you go. Alright, good job. Whew, alright. Fairly solid angle, although we're descending mighty fast, so we're going to try to keep this nose up. 20-25 degrees should be right about where we want to keep it. If we can, master switch engage. Yeah, let's bring this down to 20. There we go. Alright, master switch, go. And it slams the nose down. What the hell? Oh, not good. No, no, no. Oh! Okay, there go our other two engines, but I think that throwing the weight off snapped our nose back down. Master switch has been turned off again. Did I, could that have been it fighting with SAS? Although it doesn't make a whole lot of sense that it would just slam the nose down when we were already stable. It could have literally done 0 input and we would have been fine. Okay, nose into it. Let's try to get some glide here and make sure that we can actually make it back to land. That would be the best thing to land on. I'd really prefer not to do another splashdown. It's been a while since we had to put one of these in the drink. Oh boy. Alright, well, we can speed through the rest of this. I did just keep the rest of the descent hands-on. We did roast off our normal ablative struts. Florida is a pipe dream at this point. I think we'd be happy to make it to Texas, or any points beyond Texas, which I guess is our go-to backup landing site. But through our first bit of heating and on our way back up for our first skip, the crew has very much earned their brown pants, and considering there are so many rookies on this flight, I'm really not surprised that something went horrendously awry twice with our flight systems, but I'm sure they're all much better astronauts now because they have experienced their trial by reentry fire. Good for them. I guess I really need to stop doing this to my crew. Someday I'm going to get sued. Alright, we're down below 3 kilometers a second now, so I'm going to start redirecting us a little bit northward just to make sure that we don't end up in the Gulf of Mexico. Because like I said, I would really much rather touch this down on dirt somewhere, maybe even the picture of a runway somehow. And I wonder if that's the Rio Grande below us. Maybe. It's not very a complete river, but I can kind of see where it's supposed to be. Although I wish I had taken a better look at that map view so I could have a better idea of where I am actually, instead of just where I think I am, based on these pictures of Earth. But yeah, it's looking like Texas-ish somehow, somewhere. But we're just going to let it glide the rest of the way in until we've reduced our speed and altitude enough to where we can start looking for our emergency landing site and bring this crew a very fresh change of pants and a very much needed margarita. So we're leveled out. We will soon be subsonic and coming out of physics warp. It's time to start shedding some of this altitude and looking for a place to land. And at initial first glance, doesn't look like there's much. Alright, so a little hard to keep the nose up, which is weird. I figured we'd have a whole lot more going for us since we are shy a couple of tons here in the trunk. I could be wrong, but co-pilot in the hot seat today, giving us instruction on where exactly we should go. Also throwing things at the console. I reckon she's a little upset that we dinged up her pretty spacecraft. I think that's a runway off to our left-hand side. We'll be subsonic soon enough. Flight has ordered that we land over there to the left by throwing things at it. Roger that, flight. So, alright, below 300 meters per second, we're just gonna try to balance this out little bit more. That's not a runway. I think that might be a runway. Alright, Maddie, that's where we're going then. The decision has been made by a power greater than I. Alright, let's... Yeah, our roll authority is pretty good. Good call, Mads. Alright, we'll start getting ourselves set up for approach here. Hopefully, we'll turn a little bit past it. We are a little fast for making a landing that close to us, so we'll try to trade in some of this altitude a little early, and then hopefully we'll burn it off, most of it, with a flare coming closer to the end of the flight. Yeah, I'm not sure that's a runway either. But whatever it is, I think we're going to land on it. We're committed now. I agree. I think we should bring the crew fresh diapies. They're definitely going to need them. It is remarkably stable in physics warp. It's amazing because we built this on a live stream, kiddo. Yeah, I think you're right. That is not a runway. I think... Yeah, you think it's a residential? Well, I know you'd be happy to have the shuttle land in our front yard. I don't know if they will be, though. Alright, we are definitely way too fast for something that close, so we're gonna angle a little off and adjust our approach a little bit. We'll do some S-turns when we get a little closer. Alright. And let's start to wiggle it in and see if we can't get our speed down. 250 meters per second, even at this distance, is way hot, so we'll just turn past it a bit. Oh, don't worry, we're not going to miss. We're totally going to miss. We'll just torture test the vehicle a little bit. That's fine, right? Glad you approve. Alright. 220 some odd meters per second. Let's get a little altitude. Alright. And it's probably about time to get the landing gear down. Good call, M. Landing gear is deployed. No, it is not. Come on. Well, I hit the button. What more do you want from me? Oh, sorry. Sorry. Stop yelling. I'm trying to land. Alright, gear's out. You think that's a golf course? It might be a golf course. Roger, flight showing good approach. Keep cheering them on, Mad. She is cheering. Alright. Yeah, this is definitely a residential area. Well, they're getting the show of a lifetime. I know, how exciting would that be, Mads? Yep. 140 meter per second. So we're golden for touchdown if we can just keep our slip easy. I got it, Maddie. Easy. Almost there. And main gear touchdown. Nose gear. Brakes, 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 brakes. Oh. Thank you, co-pilot. That was some expert work. Much appreciated. Brakes are working. I can't move the mouse right now. My hands are a little full. Full stop. And co-pilot / cheering section is happy. We are down. Fantastic. And everyone is alive, surprisingly enough. Oh, alright, let's get this back. And no science earned, that's to be expected. 69,000, recovered at 80%, not bad considering we don't have engines. And we did get a couple people to increase to rank 1, I think all of our rookies, but most of the flight did not. Everybody earned their brown pants, and that's totally what matters. So that's going to do it for this episode, everyone. Thank you so much for hanging out. I really do appreciate it, and I will see all of you in the next one. So until then, see you later.